Hey guys, so it's time for our new segment, Cue the Beast, that we have on Instagram. I picked three random questions from last week on the post, and I wanted to answer those for you guys now on my YouTube channel. So, question number one is from C. Dabrowski123. What was your best face-off win? Obviously, there has been a lot of face-offs that I've taken over my career. But there's two that stick out to me the most. The first one was my junior year. We were playing Georgetown, and one of my college rivals, Andy Corno, was one of the best face-off guys of all time. And I had a huge battle the entire game going back and forth. And we went to overtime, and this was going to be our final game of the season. And the winner was essentially going to win the ECAC conference, which was the conference Penn State used to be in, and go to the tournament. And we took the face-off. After a couple seconds of going 50-50, I managed to pull the ball out, scoop the GB, and we called timeout right away. The ensuing play was written up for Will Cutler, who played at Penn State and later on played for the Bayhawks. He swept right and stuck the G, and we went to the tournament for the second time in school history. So that capped a 7-game win streak for Penn State that year, and we went to the tournament, which was amazing. My second favorite face-off of all time, the 2015 ML Championship game. Rochester went on a run, and they scored a goal, and there was a late hit, so we had a man-down face-off. And so we had a couple seconds there of a 50-50 on the ensuing draw. It was a huge draw. I managed to pull it out, and because I rotated facing my own goal, and I saw in my peripheral vision the two long poles on either side for Rochester kind of sneaking in, stopping me from pulling it forward, I went defensive exit, and when I pulled the ball out, there was no one in front of me. That was the last season that you were able to carry the ball in the back of the stick, so I just took it to the rack and stuck it, and kind of gained momentum back for us. So obviously went on to win that game. So that's obviously two huge face-off wins that I'm always going to remember. Question number two comes from C_Lacosto. What's it like seeing your FO athletes that you've trained succeed in college? Obviously, it's incredible. When we first started the Face-Off Academy, it was supposed to just be a little summer tour, and it caught on so quickly that it ended up being a year-round thing, 24/7. We don't just provide lacrosse training for our athletes. We will help them with recruiting. We help them on social media. We help them with their highlight videos. We help them try to pick the schools that are best for them. It goes way beyond hoping that you just commit and then trying to take credit for it on Instagram. That's, anyone can do that. But for us, we invest so much free time and energy to our athletes. So when they go on and not just succeed on the field at a school, but go all the way through and graduate, and they succeed in life, and they go on and get a job right out of school, and they're happy with the school they went to, that means a lot to us. So obviously, the last 2 years, first, second, third team All-Americans in D1 were Face-Off Academy guys, and that was huge. And obviously the fact that they're going to go on and have good careers after they graduate is a big deal. And that's the most important thing. We're going to use lacrosse to succeed in life, and obviously that's the biggest deal for us. So it's been amazing to watch, and the fact that I get to face off with some of these guys now. I got to face off against some of the Face Off Academy guys last summer in the MLL, and I get to compete on Team USA with Trevor. Is obviously an amazing journey for me. So the third question and final question is from Brendan_McDaniel_21. What will you miss most about playing in the MLL? For me, there's going to be two things that I'm going to miss the most. The biggest thing is the fans. Being able to compete in front of fans every week, interacting with them after the games, interacting with them during the games. If anyone ever came to a Lizards game, especially if I'm in a good mood and we're doing really well, I might just turn around and spray the fans with some water bottles or something. I had a blast with it, and that's going to be what I miss the most. Them calling that number and that name, running out through the tunnel of fans and hearing everyone go nuts is obviously going to be the biggest thing that I'm going to miss. The second thing is the competition. There's no other place on earth that you get to go out against the best athletes in field lacrosse and go against the best in the world every single week and test your mettle. And that's, for me, always been the biggest deal. For me, it's always been about bettering myself and trying to reach my potential. And there's no way to do that unless you're going against the absolute best in the world. So that's going to be obviously something that I'm going to miss, because you get to be two completely different people in life. I have my normal goofy personality that I am as a person, and then when I throw that lid on, I get to flip that switch, and I get to be a completely different person. I get to be, the beast, I guess. You get to throw that helmet on, put your eye black on, and be the serious, kill yourself to win version of yourself, and just play with your total emotions and heart on your sleeve. And that's what I'm going to miss the most. So thank you for those 3 questions, guys. It was really cool being able to do this. So anytime you guys see a post on Instagram, or if you guys want to comment in the sections or send me a message or a DM, feel free. Underneath this post, I'm going to leave the comments open. You guys can feel free to use the hashtag #QTheBeast and go ahead and ask more questions. And every single week, I'm going to try to pick 3 to answer and throw up here, okay? Have a good one, guys. Take care.